Bam, 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 bam. What's up, YouTube? How we doing today? I just woke up, and the reason why I woke up is because I want to get this video out as soon as possible. Because I was thinking about it last night before I went to bed. I thought, I want to create a video or a series on YouTube every week about the Mythic plus affixes for the week, what to look out for, and then what kind of talents and tips and tricks that you're gonna probably want to do to pretty much optimize yourself. So I thought that this would be good. I'm gonna try it out, see how it goes. Hope maybe it'll help you guys, maybe it won't help you guys, because it's just general knowledge these days. But I thought I'd give it a shot anyway. But you know how it is, we always gotta do. Appreciate you all. I appreciate all the new subscribers, all the views and everything. Hopefully my videos are enjoyable. And I got actually a lot more videos coming up soon, so stay tuned. If you're enjoying the content, please hit the like, hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell notification so you guys get notified when my videos are going up. But I hope you enjoy. And let's kick. All right. So this week, what is today's date in Australia? It is the 20th of the 1st. It says 19th here because this is an American time. So this week's affixes as of the 20th of January in Australia, we have Fortified, non-boss enemies, so all or trash pack. Have 20% more health and inflicts 30% increased damage, and of course it scales up a lot more. Well, I don't think it scales up. I think the higher the key goes, of course it's going to scale exponentially because it gets more mobs get more health, and of course I'll do more damage. So the next one is Spiteful. Spiteful is the new Shadowlands affix. Pretty good thing here. What is Spiteful? Pretty much you're doing the dungeon twice. So every time you, that's how I see it. Every time you kill a trash mob, what will happen? It will spawn one of these Spiteful shades, and it pretty much chases after anybody except for the tank. And we'll just talk about that, and we'll go explain everything afterwards. You have Volcanic, pretty much a red circle will appear under the players. Pretty much after a few seconds, what will happen is it will explode like a volcano, like a volcano. And if you're in that circle, you're going to get knocked up, take some damage, and you'll take some fall damage as well. And of course Prideful that we've been running. So after every 20%, it spawns a manifestation of pride, which you kill. Pretty much you gain extra damage, movement speed, mana regen, haste, and all that kind of stuff. So it's a negative plus a positive affix. Negative because you have to kill it. Positive, you get all these stat buffs. So what is this week? It's a push week. It's a pretty push week, pretty easy. Everyone thinks it's not a melee friendly week. It's actually not too bad, right? It's actually not too bad. Spiteful, pretty much you can kite because every second that it's alive, it will lose 8% of its health. As you can see here, it has a passive or consuming spite, 8% damage every second. They do hit very, very hard. You're probably going to get one shot or two shot. But the key thing here is they can be crowd controlled, stuns, slowed, knockbacks, everything like that. And you know what? Survival Hunter is probably one of the kings at all these. But then there's always all the other hunters. But I'm just saying Survival Hunter is pretty much the key there. So, are you going to play this week? It's not it is. Everyone thinks it's not melee friendly because of Spiteful, but Spiteful is pretty easy to to take care of. So, how are we going to play this week? We're going to be playing the week pretty much exactly the same as we do most weeks, is we're running. So when we're talking about talents, we're going to talk about talents here. If you're running the standard wildfire cluster, you're running Alpha Predator, Guerrilla Tactics, Bloodseeker, Tip of the Spear, and Wildfire Infusion. If you do have high haste, high crit, you can swap Tip of the Spear out for Mongoose Bite. But because it's ad week and you're going to be wanting to use your kill commands, spread them out between all your different ad pack, you'll be running Tip of the Spear most likely, because then you can use your Tip of the Spear procs more often rather than stacking Mongoose Bite. So Tip of the Spear is probably the basic, or if you want, you can run Mongoose Bite. Up to you, your playstyle. Mongoose Bite was the BFA, or Tip of the Spear is the current Shadowlands version. So, how do we deal with Spiteful? The king. So, Spiteful, you're 100%, you don't want to be running post haste this week because it is ad week. You 100% be running Binding Shot. So Binding Shot is awesome. So, Binding Shot fires a magical projectile tethering the enemy and all other enemies within 5 yards for 10 seconds. If they move out of the circle of where Binding Shot is, so if you place down Binding Shot in the middle, if ads start to walk outside this circle, they're gonna get rooted, and they stay rooted. I think it's 5 seconds. They stay rooted for 5 seconds. No, 8 seconds. So they stay for 8 seconds. 8 seconds, 8. So 8 seconds, 80% of their health. You could probably put a dot on them initially, throw your binding, they come out, and that's it. Just leave them. They'll die on its own. You know what else you can also do? Have your tar trap. Hit them with the tar trap. Hit them with the tar trap. So you throw your tar trap, they'll be reduced for a slow for 50% for the first 30 seconds that it gets in. So tar trap. Throw your tar trap down, let them walk over it. They're just gonna be slowed, and just let them die on its own. You can put, again, put some dots into them, put your tar trap down, put some dots, put your binding shot down. They're gonna die on its own. So if you have a really good Mythic Plus group, you'll be just essentially saying you'll be doing a pack here. You kill this pack, you tar trap hits. You just be running. Let them die on its own, and just keep pulling, and that's how you're going to play this week. And of course, the last one, if you're not going to be using your freezing trap as a CC mechanic, so I use freezing trap to interrupt targets, same with intimidation. But if you're not going to be using these two to interrupt, like cast timers or like blade storms in the other side, you can freeze trap one. Once it's frozen trap, it'll lose its health. If you intimidate, you have 5 seconds for 5 seconds, 5 times 8, what's that, 40%? It's just going to lose 40% getting stunned. So we have a lot of tools. What you could also possibly do, if you have a shaman, or if you have another hunter, or if you have a mage in your group, what you can also do is there are pets that have slows on them. So I have a crab that has a slow on. Where is it? So it has a pin ability, which slows the movement for 50 seconds for 6 seconds. So you can toggle, I should put that on my bar. So you can toggle that off, and if a Spiteful Shade is chasing you, target Spiteful Shade, hit your slow ability on it, and it's going to get slowed. So there's a lot of different things that you can do to be able to, whoops, I apologize. A lot of things you can do to prevent Spiteful Shades going to you and your party. Pretty good week, pretty good push week. Anything that's not tyrannical is always a push week. People, like I mentioned, we have a lot of tools to be able to deal with Spitefuls, such as Binding Shot, Trap Shot, Tar Trap, Freezing Trap, Intimidation, pet abilities, and all that kind of jazz. So, yeah. Hopefully that's helped you. And of course, volcanic is this little circle. I just use a flare. I have a red circle. All you have to do is just move out of it. There's a trick where, well, if you want to spawn all the volcanics in one, just stack and then just move out. It's pretty simple. Easy week, push week. I hope you guys get some 15s done. Get the Keystone Master. Hope this has helped you out. Again, appreciate you all. Like, subscribe, follow my Twitch. I'll be streaming on Twitch as per usual. But yeah, enjoy. Thank you again, and until next time.